Have you ever felt taken for granted by someone you love? It's a painful experience, one that can leave us feeling unseen and unvalued. But what if I told you that sometimes the most powerful way to reignite the flame of desire and respect in a relationship is through the strategic use of ignoring? Ignoring, when used consciously and deliberately, can become a catalyst for transformation in imbalanced relationships. In this video, we'll delve into the psychology behind why ignoring can be so effective, exploring how it disrupts unhealthy dynamics and creates the space for genuine connection to flourish. Every relationship has its own intricate dance of power. Sometimes this dance becomes unbalanced, with one partner unconsciously assuming a dominant role, while the other falls into a pattern of over-accommodating. Ignoring, in this context, is not about playing games. It's about shifting the energy, disrupting the established dynamic. When you withdraw your attention from someone who has become accustomed to taking it for granted, it creates a vacuum. This vacuum can be unsettling, even uncomfortable for the other person. It forces them to confront your absence, to acknowledge that their actions have consequences. It's about creating the space for them to recognize the value of your presence, your voice, your love. I once worked with a couple, let's call them Sarah and Mark. Sarah, a successful lawyer, was constantly frustrated by Mark's lack of initiative, both in their relationship and his own life. She found herself always picking up the slack, from planning their social life to managing their finances. Mark, on the other hand, seemed content with this arrangement, rarely offering to contribute or acknowledge Sarah's efforts. When Sarah finally reached her breaking point, she decided to try something radical. She stopped. She stopped planning, stopped reminding, stopped doing the things that had become expected of her. Mark, used to Sarah's constant support, was forced to confront his own passivity. We've all been there, that friend who is constantly bailing on plans or seeming indifferent to our efforts. We make excuses for them, convince ourselves they're just busy, and continue to extend invitations hoping for a different outcome. This is the friend's dilemma. Sometimes the most loving act is a healthy dose of distance. Let's be clear, ignoring is not about becoming cold, uncaring, or emotionally unavailable. It's a strategic tool best used in specific situations to disrupt unhealthy patterns and create the space for healthier ones to emerge. When used effectively, ignoring can be incredibly powerful. It can help you regain a sense of self-respect, establish healthier boundaries, and encourage your partner to step up and meet you halfway. But it's crucial to approach this strategy with awareness, intention, and a willingness to communicate your needs clearly. Remember, ignoring is not a magic bullet. It's a tool that, like any other, requires skill and discernment to be used effectively. Why is ignoring so potent? Ignoring taps into our need for attention and validation. When these needs are met, we take them for granted. Ignoring is a withdrawal of reinforcement, creating a void. This void triggers emotions like confusion and insecurity, which can be catalysts for growth. It forces us to confront our behavior and appreciate what we may have taken for granted. Attention is a currency in relationships. The more readily we offer it, the less valuable it becomes. When one person holds most of the attention, it creates an imbalance of power. The giver often feels depleted and unseen. Shifting focus inward, investing in your passions, sends a powerful message. I am valuable and my time is precious. This shift can be transformative. It can inspire your partner to make an effort and rediscover the joy of pursuing you. Dominant and submissive roles aren't just about sexuality. They play out in everyday interactions. In relationships, there's a natural ebb and flow. Sometimes one leads while the other follows. These roles are fluid and based on mutual respect. When one consistently dominates, the other defaults to submission. It can become stifling. Reclaim your voice and agency. Seek equality in the partnership. How do you use ignoring to restore balance in a relationship? Identify behaviors that leave you feeling taken for granted. Is it your partner's need for reassurance, their tendency to dismiss your feelings? Their lack of initiative in planning dates or expressing affection? Set a boundary. It can be as simple as not engaging in old patterns. Focus on validating yourself. Hold firm and create space for change. While ignoring can be a powerful tool for change, it's important to use it judiciously. Too much silence, especially if it's not accompanied by clear communication, can be counterproductive. It can leave your partner feeling abandoned, confused, and unsure of how to repair the connection. Think of ignoring as a spice, not the main course. It's most effective when used sparingly, strategically, and in conjunction with other forms of communication. For example, if you've been feeling neglected and decide to withdraw your attention, it's important to also express your needs directly. Remember, the goal is not to create distance, but to inspire your partner to bridge it. The beauty of using ignoring as a tool for change is that it often works on a subconscious level. You're not directly confronting your partner. You're simply shifting the energy of the relationship. This subtle shift can be incredibly powerful, prompting them to reevaluate their own behavior. The key to success is consistency. It's not about playing games or trying to manipulate your partner. It's about making a conscious choice to invest your energy in yourself. This shift in your own energy will inevitably be felt by your partner. Silence, strategically employed, can be a powerful catalyst for introspection and growth. When we withdraw our attention from a dynamic that's no longer serving us, we create a void. This void can be unsettling for both parties, but it's in this space that true transformation can occur. Your partner, no longer distracted by your constant availability or appeasement, is forced to confront the reality of your absence. They begin to notice the things you used to do, the emotional labor you effortlessly provided, the spark you brought to their life. This period of reflection can be invaluable for both of you. Tactical ignoring is not about stonewalling your partner or shutting down communication. It's about choosing your battles wisely and recognizing that sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Imagine this. Your partner makes a snide remark about your appearance, a comment that in the past would have sent you spiraling into self-doubt. But this time, you choose a different path. You choose not to engage, not to give them the satisfaction of seeing you crumble. This tactical ignoring disarms them. It disrupts their pattern of negativity and denies them the emotional reaction they've come to expect. In that silence, you reclaim your power, demonstrating that their words no longer have the power to define your worth. At the heart of using ignoring effectively is self-respect. It's about recognizing that you deserve to be treated with dignity, consideration, and love. It's about refusing to settle for crumbs of attention or to accept behavior that diminishes your worth. When you value yourself, when you set clear boundaries about what you will and will not tolerate, you send a powerful message to the world: I am worthy of respect. This message, though unspoken, is palpable. It changes the way people interact with you, the way they perceive you, the way they treat you. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. Sometimes, the most loving act we can offer is space. Distance can be a powerful catalyst for growth. It allows us to gain clarity on our needs and see our relationships with fresh eyes. This doesn't mean running away from conflict. It's about creating space for introspection and self-discovery. This distance can be a gift. It allows resentment to dissipate and love to reemerge with greater depth. Sometimes, to come closer, we need to first step away. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Have you ever used ignoring as a strategy in your relationships? What were the challenges, the rewards? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you found these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on navigating the complexities of love, intimacy, and connection. Remember, we're all in this together. Let's continue the conversation, support each other, and create a space where we can all feel seen, heard, and deeply understood. As we navigate the complexities of love and relationships, it's easy to lose sight of our own worth. We pour our hearts into nurturing the connection, often at the expense of our own needs and desires. But true intimacy can only flourish when both partners feel seen, valued, and respected. Ignoring, when used consciously and strategically, can be a powerful tool for restoring balance, reclaiming our power, and inviting our partners to meet us as equals. It's not about manipulation or punishment. It's about creating the space for genuine connection to flourish. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and dignity. Never settle for anything less.